Here's a bombshell accusation that's sure to spark debate. Former President Donald Trump has boldly claimed that Europe is essentially funding Russian President Vladimir Putin's devastating war in Ukraine by continuing to purchase Russian oil. But here's where it gets controversial. Trump didn't stop there. He also slammed European leaders for failing to exert sufficient economic pressure on China, which he alleges is indirectly supporting Russia's war efforts. This provocative statement came after a high-stakes call between Trump, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, and European leaders gathered in Paris for the Coalition of the Willing summit. In a detailed statement to Fox News Digital, a White House official elaborated on Trump's stance. The former president stressed that Europe's ongoing reliance on Russian energy is directly fueling Putin's war machine, citing a staggering €1.1 billion, approximately $1.3 billion in fuel sales from the EU to Russia in a single year. And this is the part most people miss. While the EU has significantly reduced its Russian oil imports since the Ukraine invasion, it hasn't completely severed these energy ties, leaving a financial lifeline for Moscow. Trump's critique extends beyond Europe's energy policies. He insists that European leaders must also target China's economic support for Russia, a point that's sure to divide opinions. Is Trump right to call out China, or is he oversimplifying a complex geopolitical issue? The White House official noted that the US, under Trump's leadership, was not part of the Coalition of the Willing, yet French President Emmanuel Macron and other European leaders invited Trump to join their Paris meeting, highlighting his continued influence on global affairs. The summit itself was a whirlwind of diplomacy. White House Special Envoy Steve Witkoff attended, sharing a warm handshake and embrace with Zelenskyy. As captured in a video released by Macron's office, despite the White House's tough rhetoric, Macron optimistically declared that the coalition had made real progress in Paris. However, the specifics of these advancements remain unclear, though Macron hinted at a significant development. 26 nations reportedly agreed to deploy troops to Ukraine by land, sea or air once a ceasefire is secured, a move Putin has vehemently opposed. Zelenskyy, in a post on X, emphasized the summit's focus on intensifying pressure on Putin to end the war, now in its fourth year. He advocated for strong economic measures to cripple Russia's war machine, stating, "The key to peace is depriving Russia's war machine of money and resources." Zelenskyy also highlighted discussions on bolstering Ukraine's air defenses against relentless Russian missile and drone attacks. Though the White House remained tight-lipped on any new US commitments, here's a thought-provoking twist. Just a day before the Paris summit, Putin met with Chinese President Xi Jinping and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in Beijing, celebrating 80 years since the end of World War II hostilities. China and North Korea have consistently backed Putin amidst Western condemnation, raising questions about global alliances and their impact on the Ukraine conflict. Adding another layer of complexity, Putin extended an invitation to Zelenskyy for a meeting in Moscow, a gesture widely viewed by Ukrainian and Western officials as insincere, especially given Trump's push for direct talks between the two leaders. Trump announced he plans to speak with Putin soon, further fueling speculation about potential diplomatic breakthroughs or stalemates. As the world watches these geopolitical maneuvers unfold, one thing is clear. The Ukraine conflict is far from resolution, and the roles of Europe, China, and the US remain hotly contested. What do you think? Is Trump's criticism of Europe and China justified, or is he missing the bigger picture? Share your thoughts in the comments below.